what's happening guys? It's Harry here from Salute the Magpie. Today we'll be talking about Pain, Joy, Ecstasy, Despair, the debut release from SHVPES early in October. If you guys haven't heard of SHVPES before, they've got some extensive touring under their belts already. They've supported acts such as Asking Alexandria, Fight Star, Funeral for a Friend, and even the mighty Bring Me the Horizon. They've just wrapped up their UK debut headline tour, and they've already announced a massive supporting slot supporting Trivium and Sick. So what do we think of Pain, Joy, Ecstasy, Despair? This album is a concoction of different sounds, styles and influences. From first listens, you can't box this band into a certain stereotype, and that's what I like about this album. It's got its own feel and own sound that delivers right from the start. The hype going into this band and what some fans may have expected from this album was probably some more metalcore, but this is exactly what they have not delivered. What you can hear is that they definitely created their own sound and let their artistic influences flow freely. In parts you can hear bits of Rage Against the Machine, Bring Me the Horizon, Cypress Hill, Architects, it's just an absolute concoction of different sounds. And it all shapes up to create a great album, their own unique sound, and it's a breath of fresh air. The first track on the album is Bone Theory, and straight away you're hit with this explosive sound. It's heavy, it's energetic, and a great opening track for the album. We then get State of Mind, which has this anthemic feel to it, and if you're an older fan of those, you probably heard it before as they released it as a single a couple of years ago. We then hear some tracks that really start to get things moving along with the album. We get Skin and Bones, False Teeth, and later 2 Minutes of Hate. Now this is where shit gets interesting, with bass lines becoming more prominent, drums snapping in and off rhythm, and most importantly, rap passages thrown in by the vocalist. When I first heard these rap parts come in, I didn't really know what to think of it, but there's something about it that just works. It's got that kind of new metal kind of feel to it. It doesn't feel cheesy or out of place at all. Kudos for them for pulling it off. We've also got tracks such as The Other Side, Smoke and Mirrors, and Pain, Joy, Ecstasy, Despair, which I must say are some of my favourite tracks on the whole album. These tracks really show off Griffin's vocals, going from rap to shouting to screaming, and there's also his vocal range. What a monster. Going from these tracks to God Warrior, which appears at the end of the album, this track is heavy as fuck. In the verses, it's got some naughty little breakdown feels to it, and then in the choruses, it's got that almighty sing-along feel that the crowd can really get behind in a live environment. As a whole, this album is high octane, full of energy, and packs a punch from start to end. Just as you think you're going to get a moment of respite and rest, it hits you again with a massive wall of sound, a huge riff, or just a mega vocal line. One criticism I could pull from the track listings on this album is maybe I would have liked to hear a more mellower track thrown in there. They can definitely pull it off with some of the licks that I've heard on the guitars, and I think it could work well with their style. Maybe possibly relating it to Architect's Broken Cross, where it still packs a punch, still is really heavy, but it has that more pensive and emotional feel to it, and it just slows things down a little bit. One thing you have to bear in mind when you listen to this album is that it is a debut release, but overall I think it is a really strong and impressive release from the guys in SHVPES. It's quite revolutionary from a band coming from the metalcore kind of scene to evolve like this, offer something fresh, something new, some hype about it really. It's going to be interesting to see what the future holds for SHVPES, what sort of success that they can get from this album, and hopefully build a core fan base. I mean, they've got the Trivium tour coming up. It'd be nice to see that people actually turn up just to see SHVPES as well. We'll probably have the tour poster up here, or we will have the tour poster up here. You can check out the dates. I mean, what a tour, massive. If you guys are wanting to hear more about SHVPES, well, you're in luck, because a few weeks ago we caught up with them on their UK tour in Birmingham at the Rainbow venues. We've got an interview with them up here, some great insights into what they're all about, and we got some cheeky live footage in there as well. So there we go guys, that was our review of Pain, Joy, Ecstasy, Despair. Have you guys listened to it yet? If you have, drop us a comment and hit us up on all our social medias. The links will be in the description. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been Harry from Salute the Magpie, and I'll see you next time.